Hello and welcome to this week's Vested for Success video tutorial series. I'm Kate Vitasic, the University of Tennessee's lead faculty and researcher behind our highly collaborative win-win vested business model. Now this week's tip is on innovating in virtual contract negotiations. And I know what you're thinking, Kate, why didn't you bring me this idea 2 years ago pre-pandemic? Well, sometimes it takes a little while before you can learn and then put those things into practice, but that's what we want to do now. And my tip for this week comes from an article that was in Contract Management magazine called Innovations in Virtual Contract Negotiation. Now, if you subscribe to my weekly newsletter with our Vested for Success tips, you'll see a link and you can download this article and learn more about it. And the reason why I wanted to feature it is because it tells the real story of how BP and Jones Lang LaSalle have been innovating and driving contract negotiations for a global real estate and facilities management deal. Now, they did the entire deal during the pandemic, and it was done 100% virtually. Actually, ironically, on Friday the 13th, yes, Friday the 13th, the day they pandemic really, the world shut down, they closed their offices and said, oh my gosh, how are we going to do this deal all virtually? And the article explains the story of how they did that, including using the University of Tennessee's Vested program and our online Creating a Vested Agreement course. So how does that work, right? So how does the course work that helped them get through this virtual negotiation? Well, you first take these little online snippets. They're about 20 minutes or less. So you learn a topic. And then you download a toolkit. So you learn, you've got your toolkit, and in the case of BP, they actually had some fabulous coaches with EY providing resources as a certified dual architect to facilitate some workshops, again, all virtual workshops, and in Cindy Consulting, who are doing some of the back-end work, coordinating all of the work that they had to do online. But they came together in workshops. Now, pre-pandemic, these workshops would have been face-to-face. But during the pandemic, they were actually done 100% virtually over Zoom. And so you take, platforms like Zoom or Teams, you bring the people together, and they're having these little bite-sized topics. So today, let's work on our statement of work. Right? So what's that look like? So you're learning what good looks like in the class, you've got your tool, and then you can come with a running start into your virtual workshops. Now, through the series of workshops, they created deliverables, they made decisions, and those deliverables and decisions were then imported into a contract template that we use with the Creating a Vested Agreement online course. So again, going from learning to doing, all virtually, and it took them about 5 months to negotiate a global facilities and real estate management deal. So pretty cool. And if you want to learn more about it, I encourage you to download the article. It's actually in the link, or to also visit my YouTube channel where you can hear them talking about how they approach their journey, including using the class and the virtual workshops in a 20-minute video that was hosted by EP Business Hospitality, and he's interviewing BP and Jones Lang LaSalle talking about their journey, and you can hear straight from them. So again, download the article, visit my YouTube channel, and you'll be able to learn more about some of the best practices BP brought when negotiating a virtual global contract. All right, awesome. See you next time.